Hi, welcome to session number 10 in our Getting Focused for Running and Fitness sessions. Today we're going to take you through a nice simple bodyweight routine. It's only going to be 10 minutes long. We're going to have 10 different exercises. We'll do each one for a minute, and then if you want to, you can then just repeat that 2 or 3 times afterwards as well to get a bit more out of it, so then you can get a 20 or 30 minute long session. We'll show you what the exercises are first, and then we'll set off the timer and you can follow along. It's going to be a bit less intensity on this one, isn't it? So,
yeah, you don't have to do, when you're running as well, you don't have to do all your other sessions, your strength sessions, in a really high intensity way. Like, you don't have to be sweating and beasting yourself and with your heart rate really high. It's actually more valuable sometimes to slow things down and look at form, rather than focusing on trying to make every session a workout, and then you're going to not be as tired for when you're doing your running as well.
Yeah, so this is more quality than quantity, I guess.
You can do it all fast if you want to and work a sweat up, but we're not going to today.
Yeah, okay. So what are the exercises? Again, I'm sort of in the dark with this, so Kim's thrown some exercises in there and she's going to show us what they are, or get me to show you what they are and point me in the right direction.
So it's a mix of exercises. So you've got some that focus on core, some that are upper body, some that are lower body, and we've staggered them so you don't have one after the other that's working the same area. So the first one that we're going to do is a plank. The next exercise of the week that we're going to do is focused on plank. So for now, we're just going to show you what it looks like, explain a little bit, but if you want to know more, that's our next video. So a plank, you've got a couple of different options. So you can do a high plank, which is where you've got your shoulder directly over your wrist, your back's nice and straight and flat, your bum is down, not lifting up in the air, and you don't have an arch in your back. Or you can do a forearm plank, where your shoulder is directly over your elbow. That's maybe slightly easier for some people because you've got more ground contact and you're not bending your wrists like that, but it does exactly the same thing.
If you've got a routine with press-ups in, then I find it's easier to do the low plank.
Okay.
Give your shoulders a bit of a break.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next one is squats. So we did this again on our exercise of the week, the first week, didn't we? So what we're looking for is a nice slow, controlled squat, not really fast. And if you want, again, you can use a chair. So you can use a chair to hold on to so you can get your bum nice and low. We're looking for knees going in the same direction as toes, back nice and flat, perpendicular to your shins, and your chest up. Okay. Press ups is the next one, which again we've already done. So you can go straight onto the floor, high plank position to start. You're lowering yourself down, trying to keep your elbows in and keeping your face towards the floor, not craning up or dropping down. Or you can do them on a chair, which is what I'm going to do. Next one is reverse lunges, which we did this week. So same principle as squats, keeping your chest up and your head forward. You're going to do alternate reverse lunges because we're going to do a whole minute.
Okay.
So it's going to be one leg and then the other leg for the next one. And again, you can hold on to something for balance if you want to, because you're swapping legs every time as well. You might want to do that. Next one is tricep dips, which we did in our Tabata. So on your chair, and you're just going to lower yourself down towards the floor, elbows pointing back and pushing back up again, trying to get quite low to the floor. Legs can be a bit bent, they can be completely straight, or they can be flat on the floor. Side plank, we're going to do 30 seconds on each side, so there's a bit of a transition here. So what we're looking for is, again, you can go high or forearm on this one. Jason's doing forearm at the moment, so you want your shoulder over your elbow again. Your arm, your hand can just be flat on the floor. And what you're looking for is a nice straight line here. So you should be feeling it in your side here, where you're pulling up.
If you struggle with that, you can go and do a half one onto your knee.
Again, it does the same thing. It's just balance-wise, it's a bit easier. Split squat on the left. So we looked at these a little bit when we did the lunges. So you're going to put your left foot forward and you're in a lunge position. You're just going to go up and down in that lunge position. So being careful to keep your knee going in the same direction as your toe. Nice wide base and keeping your chest up. Okay, then we're going to do yoga press-ups. So this is a funny one. It's a variation on a press-up. Yeah, do sideways. So we're going into kind of what's called a downward dog position in yoga, sort of, where your bum is up in the air for this one. Yeah, and then you're going to lower yourself down and come up again. So it should take a little bit of pressure out of your tummy, but it's going to be hard work on the arms.
And shoulders.
And shoulders. If you're struggling with those, you can try them on a chair.
Or you can do them on your knees, actually.
Yeah, because you don't need to keep that line in your back.
You can go onto your knees.
So this is more, again, this one is more keeping your triceps back, your elbows back, sorry. Split squat on the right, so the other side, right foot forward. And we're just going to go up and down. So you're thinking up and down rather than forwards and backwards. Okay? And the last one is a mountain climber. So sideways on or forwards on, let's do both. So you're in a high plank position and you're going to bring one knee up towards the same elbow. Towards, you don't have to touch it, just the intention of it being in that direction is enough. So you squeeze in your obliques, the sides of your tummy, while holding a plank as well.
And you are doing these for a minute as well, so
Yeah.
that is quite a long time. So you do want to slow down a little bit.
And have a little rest if you need to. You don't have to
Yeah.
continuously do it for a minute if this is the first time you've done any of these things for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to set the timer going. All being well, timer should be up there now. And we're going to do a minute of each exercise. There's no rest between each one, so it's just straight into the next one. You don't need to rush that transition, but obviously don't dawdle. Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
Right, so 10 seconds.
Are you going to go high and I'll go low then?
So yeah.
So we'll be doing variants on each of them as we go along. So are you ready?
So starting with planked.
So when you're doing forearm plank like me, you can also interlock your hands like this. Makes it feel a bit more secure than that. But it's up to you. Just make sure you breathe in.
Keeping your tummy tucked in, isn't it?
Yeah. So you're kind of trying to pull your belly button up towards your spine. And what you can actually do as well is push away with your elbows or with your hands so that your shoulders are almost creating a dome effect. And that will really help you pulling your tummy in.
20 seconds left. Quite a long time, a minute.
Yeah, talking helps make it seem like less.
Is
Now we stop talking.
5 seconds.
So
And then the next exercise is squats. So we go straight into it. Again, you need to get a chair for support, that's fine.
Make sure your chair's not wobbly.
Spent 15 seconds doing that.
I know. So not about speed this time. Focus on where your knees are going. Is your bum going below your knees as well at the bottom? Is your chest up? Are you looking forward?
Fifteen seconds. Five seconds.
So next is press-ups.
So press ups now. You might just do so many and then pause. Let's see.
A good way to breathe on all of these exercises is when you're doing the extension part, to make sure you're breathing out. So you breathe in on the way down, out on the way up.
Oh, the wrong way around. Halfway. Then pause if you need to. That's it. 10 seconds.
Thought you meant that was it.
Wasn't counting this. Okay, well done.
Reverse lunges.
Reverse lunge next.
So again, if you need your chair,
Straight into it. So alternating sides. Keeping her body upright as well. Chest's up. And then when we come up, pushing through her heels, so we feel that in her glutes. Trying to step out quite a long way behind you if you can. That'll give you a nice stretch down your hip flexor.
remember if you're not sure if you're pushing through your heel and you can't feel your glute engaging, lift your toes up off the floor. Then you won't have any option.
Three, two, one. Tricep dips now.
Just spinning the chair around continuously. A minute is a long time to do these, so do pace yourself. Have a little breather if you want at the top. And we're trying to get our elbows to point backwards so you can really feel it in the back of your arm.
That's 30 seconds just gone. If you need to make it easier, bring your feet closer to you.
Like me, I've almost got mine at a right angle.
Okay, 10 seconds.
Side plank next.
Is that one side?
Yeah, so 30 seconds on one side. So remember, if you're doing the...
Oh, 30 seconds on one side.
Yeah, and then swap. If you're doing the slightly easier version, you're putting your knees down on the floor. You still have your shoulder over your elbow. And what Jason's doing now is just helping him stay open in his chest instead of leaning forward. So you can try and put your arm up in the air or put it on your hip.
Okay, and swap sides then.
So you're trying to pull up in your hip and squeeze this side of your body. And breathe as well. It's easy to hold your breath when you're doing a static exercise like this.
Good job. And split squat next. So split squat is left foot forwards.
So you're in a lunge.
Just up and down.
In a lunge position. If you need to hold onto your chair, then you can do what I'm doing just for balance. Try and really straighten that front leg when you get to the top and squeeze your bottom.
Yeah, I always forget to straighten that leg. Go all the way up.
You're going to feel this more probably in your back leg and your right glute.
15 seconds left. Three, two, one. Okay, next one's yoga press ups. So like almost like a jackknife. Oh, this can be hard.
I know, I can't even get... I'm going to nut the chair.
These are really good for shoulder strength. Which I don't have much of apparently.
So your head's coming quite far forward of where it would be in a normal press up. You'll probably feel it more in your triceps as well. Oh. What are we on?
15. Go on. Go on. Oh.
Split squat on the right.
So right foot forwards. You can have a wide stance as well, rather than narrow. Again, if you just want to make sure you're upright, put your arms over your heads.
Heads?
Yeah, your hands over your heads.
Oh, your heads.
Your heads. You've got two heads. Don't you have two heads?
I don't know.
Okay, 25 seconds left. $15. And then we're on to our last exercise. Our favourite exercise.
Actually is mine, I think.
Is it?
Yeah. Out of these.
Split out.
So mountain climbers, you're in a high plank and you're going to send one knee towards the same side elbow. Doesn't have to get there. But if you send it in that direction, that's what we're aiming for. Again, press away from the floor with your hands so that you're not dipping in your back.
Oh, 15 seconds left. Nearly there. Nearly there.
Activity completed.
Oh,
Ah, there we go. Activity complete.
now bing bong.
Oh, well done. So yeah, 10 minutes. So if you want to do it more, you can just repeat that one. We'll put the list of exercises in the notes, so you don't even have to follow the video in future. You could just take that list away and do that routine. But yeah, feel free to go back to where the routine started and have another go as well if you want. Or just do this, you know, this is, if you did this routine 2 or 3 times a week, that's a really good routine. It's not going to take loads of time and you're going to get a good all over body sort of workout there as well. Anything else to add, Kim?
I don't think so. Our next workout is going to be with a bit of equipment, but nothing that you might not have in your cupboard.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for watching and tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.